All intersections are dangerous. In fact, they're the most dangerous driving environment you'll face. Vehicles, pedestrians, and cyclists are all coming and going in and out of the intersection from different directions. One of the most important practices at intersections is that you remain in control at an appropriate speed. No rushing. Rushing leads to accidents. Get in the appropriate lane as soon as you can and stay in control. Slow down.
And as you know, two things, such as cars and buses, just can't be in the same place at the same time. When they are, we have a collision. There are two main categories of intersections: controlled and uncontrolled. When you're out on the road, almost all of the intersections you'll encounter are controlled, meaning the right-of-way is determined by traffic signals or traffic signs.
But you'll also have to deal with uncontrolled intersections. These are common in rural areas, private property, and parking lots, where vehicles come together and have to cross paths without any indication as to who gets to go first.
Let's start with controlled intersections. They can be four-way, two-way, and one-way stops that are controlled or regulated by signs or flashing lights. Controlled intersections have specific laws regarding who gets to go first. In dense urban and suburban settings, most controlled intersections have traffic lights.
It's important to remember that other drivers may or may not follow the rules. As a trained professional, you have to watch out for the other guy, even when you have the right of way. Knowing what the other guy is going to do enables you to remove or reduce the risk.
The easiest controlled intersection to understand is a stop sign, or a red flashing light where the cross street has the right of way and you don't. Pull up to the stop line and come to a complete stop. Look left, then right, then left again, and do not rush. As you look around, you will see any vehicles coming and allow for them before you enter the intersection.
Use your defensive driving techniques. Look ahead and look around. In this case, look in each direction of the intersecting road as far as you can to make sure the intersection will remain clear until you can safely get through it. Keep your head and eyes moving so you know all the factors going on around you. If your mind says, "I think I can make it," don't even try. Only go when you know you can make it. Keep in mind the length of your vehicle and the time it takes to safely get through the intersection.
If two vehicles arrive at a two-way stop in opposing directions, the vehicle turning left should yield to the approaching traffic going straight or turning right. Other motorists may not be aware of this.
At my last district, we had a number of pedestrian fatalities while making left-hand turns. In every case, the driver said they never saw the pedestrian. They just felt the bump as they hit them.
Sometimes, the pedestrian can be hidden by the cone of blindness created by the roof pillar and the mirrors. As you approach the intersection, observe any pedestrians around or approaching and continuously monitor them before moving. Remember, if you rock and roll before and during the turn, you will always see the pedestrians.
This is a great time to use another defensive driving technique. Communicate. Signal early and slow down gradually as you approach the intersection. Make sure the other driver sees you and knows what you want to do next. Always use your signals and, if you need to get their attention, give them a friendly tap of the horn. Remember, 8% of intersection accidents are from falsely assuming other drivers' intentions. Communicating will prevent this.
Now, at four-way stops, everyone has to come to a complete stop before proceeding. The vehicle that arrives first goes first. But if two vehicles arrive at the same time at a four-way stop, the vehicle on the left must yield the right of way to the vehicle on their right.
But here's the problem. Other drivers don't always follow the rules.
You're kidding, right?
I know it's hard to believe, but it's true. There are millions of drivers out there, but the vast majority are amateurs. They're not paid professionals, and they don't have advanced training. As the professional, you must be better at defensive driving, and that means being ready for the other drivers to make mistakes. Learn to allow for their mistakes. If it looks like they might go out of turn, let them.
That's right. Better to be safe than sorry. Now let's go back and cover the second type of intersections, uncontrolled intersections. That means there aren't any signals or signs to indicate who has the right of way. Out on the road, uncontrolled intersections are rare, but they're common in congested places like parking lots and busy commercial areas. Even though traffic is moving slowly, uncontrolled intersections can be dangerous. There are thousands of accidents every year in parking lots at the uncontrolled intersection of the lanes. These are very common.
What should I do when I have to go through an uncontrolled intersection?
When two vehicles arrive at an uncontrolled intersection, the vehicle on the left should yield to the vehicle on its right. However, as the professional, you can't take it for granted that the other driver will know this and yield the right of way to you, even when it's legally yours. Never, ever assume the other driver will slow down or stop. Cover your brake and be prepared to stop. Once again, communication is vital. Know what the other driver is going to do and make sure they understand your intentions. Don't forget to signal early. Once the intersection is clear, look left, look right, look straight, then look left again. And only then should you proceed with caution. And don't forget to rock and roll.